I don't know if it was stuff that they did as much as I just didn't think we were sharp. The field stinks here. It's a terrible field. And they have concerts here every 3 days or whatever, and the field's a joke. It's been a joke all year, but again, it didn't necessarily have anything to do with the score line, but it's just what it is, and I think part of that disrupted some of our passing that we usually rely on.
Herc, it ain't coming from me, not from my boy Ben Olsen. You giving Ben a get lost?
Usually when you hear a coach complain about a venue or a field after a loss, it should be a get lost. And it's always a get lost when you hear this from coaches because it just sounds like an excuse. But I absolutely hate when venues or ownership groups or stadiums prioritize other events because it's a financial incentive, because you're going to get more money. Other than the sporting, you're prioritizing something that's not the actual game. In this case, the field. I've been on that field before. It leaves a lot to be desired. Like many other Major League Soccer fields, where a soccer-specific stadium isn't just soccer-specific. They use it for concerts. They use it for events. It can blah, 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 get damaged. I understand this. Yes, but both teams played on that field. Did you know Houston, the Houston Dynamo, had 71% possession? Okay? 71% possession, and LAFC had 18 shots on them. They had double the amount of completed passes than LAFC. So, Ben Olsen, I understand, and I'm with you. I hate how these venues let these concert promoters or let other things get in the way of the actual game. But you didn't lose this game because of the field. You lost this game because LAFC was better. LAFC was hungry. LAFC could have made it 4-1 in the first 38 minutes. That's a reality. That's how dominant LAFC was in front of your goal. Hector Herrera was on Giorgio Chiellini, one of the taller players for LAFC, on set pieces. You guys let LAFC dominate you. Carlos Vela could have had a hat trick. This was by no means a situation where the field played a major factor in this game. So I'll give Ben Olsen a get lost here.
Yeah, the XG here, LAFC 2.07, Houston 0.47. So the field probably not why the Houston Dynamo lost. That said, if anybody has experience with this, and Herc, you are right, because it doesn't just happen with LAFC. It's Ben Olsen when he was here at DC United at Audi Field. They used to have XFL games, concerts, high school lacrosse games. That's just a reality for a lot of MLS teams. You need that extra revenue to get into the black instead of the red at the end of the year. I don't want to make this about, poo-pooing on the Houston Dynamo and Ben Olsen. They had a great season. They won the Open Cup. They got to the conference final after finishing 13 out of 14 in the West last year.
Tell your mans he's wrong. Come
and he got
on,
17
man.
Assists out of Hector Herrera,
He did. I've not
assists.
seen Hector Herrera play that way. By the way, Ben Olsen's right, though. This field, that field, we've been there. We've covered games. It's not always in the best of conditions. Listen, my wife went to a concert there maybe 3 weeks ago.
What concert?
Rebelde. You probably don't know who they are.
Oh, wow.
And
what
then,
a show.
And then Mau Pedrosa went and saw Queen there like maybe 10 days ago. So there's always something going on. But that's part of the business that LA. It's exactly it. But I'm not excusing it. That's just not the reason you lost.